Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Nebula RPG Cup. Today I'm not joined by Accepta, I'm joined by Mitry. How is it going? I'm hyped for today's map, a map by Sheeps. But firstly, how's your Saturday?
Pretty good. Really happy to be here this week, because last week there has been some issues. Hopefully no internet issues this time. But yeah, very happy to be here again.
Yeah.
Always.
Also nice that we're probably casting for our first time. But I already know, I mean, you've been a figure in Trackmania 2 RPG, and I think you were one of the first people that I followed on Twitter, if I recall that correctly. I still remember that. But yeah, I mean, this is a very nice map built by Sheeps. I mean, you've watched it a bit, and I think the difficulty, it's completely different compared to the map from last week, I guess.
It's pretty flowy, but just as Narc's map, it's pretty hard to be quick on it. It feels like good amount of speed checks and yeah, just tricky stuff. But it should be pretty quick pace overall.
Yeah, I guess so as well. But only 14 checkpoints over 5 minutes. That's not a lot.
Yeah, so respawns are gonna be tough. I think some people trained offline, as we were saying earlier. I don't see big names in the top of the local records, and I don't think Skandir is like 12 seconds behind Morpio. That'd be surprising to me.
Yeah, I guess so as
well.
well.
We'll see.
I guess so as well. I mean, you just named the player here of the minute, or the unlucky player of the minute, Skandir, 3 second places in a row. And if you guys are not aware of the format, only the first person who has not qualified yet. So right now we already have Morpio, Raced, and Ferry who have won a qualifier thus far. We're in qualifier 4. They have going through, but only one person can get it, and it's either the person who is winning the round, or the 15, or has the most points after 15 rounds. And if it's Morpio, Raced, and or Ferry ahead of them, it's person number 4, 3, or 2, or then number 1 if everybody is behind. But there's 6 spots being distributed like that, and then 2 spots for the via the time attack ranking, where the best players with the fastest times will also qualify to it.
Yeah, I would again see Skandir make it, because what are the odds that you finish second 4 times in a row? I do believe this week is his week. There are some names that we don't see in the local records. For example, Hazard should be a pretty good player. I have some inside info. He told me 20 minutes ago that he didn't train. He said some accident happened. Turns out the accident is just discovering a video game, and played 100 hours in the last 2 weeks.
Probably Repo.
No, not even that. Another game. But yeah, he's not too trained, unfortunately, because I think he's pretty good. But yeah, well, I don't know how many people actually trained compared to the other weeks.
But one side note, there's a quest on this map, and the only person who found the quest on this map is Hazard. So he has completed it here. So there's a nice Easter egg that he can go for. Yeah. I probably let me fact prove that, but I think I've seen that on quest finishers, Hazard. So Hazard focus on the quest, but I mean also gives away a little bit of the feeling of the map. I mean, that's always a very hard point for me, at least when it comes to map. Firstly, to read of what the mapper wants from you, what kind of transition he goes for, because everybody has kind of their own footprint, you know what I mean? And for me that was really hard to find here. But we are starting now with a warm-up, so we have 5 minutes of warm-up, and then we can also see the player's pace, and then 15 live rounds where players just collect points, and the player with the most amount of points after 15 rounds will win. And then also second and third will go home with prize money. There's 500 euro on the line, 250 for first, 150 for second, and then there's 100 for third position. And hopefully, and I think from both casters, the prediction is simple. We hope for Skandir to take it.
Yeah. Come on, man. It would be such a ridiculous statement to say Skandir just didn't make it.
Yeah, it would be ridiculous.
That would be crazy.
I agree.
As Accepta said, I don't think you said it. We play until top 4 is decided.
Okay.
And I think that's unless more PO wins, which then would be top 5. But I'm not even sure about that because 2 weeks ago there was something like that, and I think they played until 4th, but then just the 5th guy was just considered 4th.
So do we have a point limit then, or how does it work now?
No, it's just wait, is it? No, I don't think so. Should be 15 rounds. That's just it.
Well, but I mean, then it doesn't matter if it's 4 winners or time attack or a round mode, because 4 winners only matter if it's cup mode, right? I guess, but we will see how this will, if there's a point limit or not. But firstly, huge shout out to Sheeps, of course, for this great map. I've played it on my own. It was a lot of fun. I was stunned by a lot of checkpoints, a lot of versatility on those checkpoints as well. You have so many different parts. It's a very good map. And also shout out to Bass, who helped him a lot, and he pulls his strings in the pack on almost every map, which is really cool. So shout out to Bass as well, who's also VIP in the chat. Very cool guy. And sadly, I did not meet him at Rampage in 2022, or I think it was. We were both there, but we missed us. That was sad.
Do you play with the music on?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a must-have. I had to tell Noah to turn it on because it's such a banger.
Yeah, it is.
And it feels always so like nostalgic to me, listening to that song.
Yeah, it's really good.
The couple song.
That's why I also have it on. It's really nice. I really agree with that. As my watch tells me to move, I think players are moving right now. I already moved. I already went for an interval training today. And with this nice weather, summer is coming, but it's still a distant dream here in April because snow can still happen. What a nice word game, huh?
Okay, who's first in the warm-up? Just to make...
Rayston.
To have an idea of what's happening.
Rayston.
Wrestling is big.
Yeah. Now you go in here. It was for me a bit pathfinding to go here. And then you go for a quick dip into this hidden checkpoint and then respawn all the way back. Need to go backwards here. Then there's a booster hidden here. Then you're able to clear that jump and go into another turnaround and go into one of my favorite sections that are coming up now. It's just so beautifully looking, this lava cave volcano section. It's so cool.
Crazy how TM2 just looks so much better than TM20 for RPG.
Yeah, it looks so nice. I agree with that. I mean, I've also said the potential in this game is not that limited compared to Trackmania 2020, where the map size is really killing it. Yep. And here you really have almost unlimited opportunities. Sky's the limit.
Yep. Actually, Sky Slide is the limit. The tailback creator.
Okay, and Rayson also goes for this very fast strategy here. You can also go around, saving a lot of time, but going over the penalty surface or just the normal grass. And now approaches the last 2 checkpoints. And you have a roof it here, maintain a lot of speed, and then the path is hidden here to the left. Racing clipping a bit, but I think this is still a very good time for the warm-up, if I see that. Because there's little track left. You just want to go back to the start after you collected checkpoint 14, and then the finish is right there. Okay, gets it really good. I think this will be like a 450-ish around that barrier, maybe even a bit faster, but it all depends on the ending. Oh, and Rayson fails. Maybe wants to hide the pace. Who knows, who knows? Who knows about that? But I think Rayson the only player who's able to finish the warm-up. Yep, indeed. There you go.
Damn.
4:56 winning time. I guess we're gonna see faster times, but here we go. The first round is starting. We have 15 rounds to play for, and let's go with the brother of the person who has qualified last week. Let's go with Bolo for the first round. Point limit is 8,000, by the way.
It's cup mode. I just realized because I missed a week, but it's cup mode.
Yeah, it's cup mode. Yeah,
it is point limits and not. Wait, is it?
It's 8,000 points. You get 1,000 for first, so you could theoretically close it out in 9 rounds. But we play for up until 4 winners. So this week we will not have round mode being played. So a little bit of a format change, just here and there. But look at the start here from Rayston, Ferry, and also Morpio on top. Bolle, Hazard, and Skandir a little bit further behind, but everybody getting across, Ferry having to respawn on this very tricky speed check.
Many respawns. Hazard, Benino, Marius, Ariana, Ferry. It's been a good amount of respawns in the first 2 checkpoints.
Yeah, I agree with that. And only like 10 players at checkpoint 3 right now. Hazard and Marius really struggling, so Hazard will not play a role here. And now we go into the cave here up into checkpoint 4. And I think this is one of the harder checkpoints that is coming up now. This beam like kind of balance act, and then you need to maintain a lot of speed to clear that speed check here and move up into the platform where you need to go around, do a neo slide or just hold the drift and jump over here. Then you can go to the left, maintain a lot of speed, and all the top 3 players making it really nicely. Then checkpoint 5 for me was very hard to discover, really hard to find, because you can go into an area that you go to later on, but it's a dead end because you cannot clear it. You need to go all the way back and jump into this hidden quarter pipe and then maintain speed. It's a magnet, and then it's literally PF into checkpoint 6. Rayson and Morpio, though, having a very nice battle here, as you can see.
So, I don't know how much consistency is going to be important, because 9 rounds possible, like, doesn't sound like a lot, actually. It's long, but it's very long rounds, so I think you actually, like, Skandir has to, like, pop off, I think, because these dudes at the top are looking quick.
Oh, and we see another respawn here from Rayson. Bolle also failed a neo slide just after checkpoint number 7, and now he's freewheeled. Goes for a lot of speed, but had a very poor line. But just as you speak about the devil, Skandir on 3rd position with that, almost into the top 2 here. Very good line from the Belgian player, and he has a good line over here as well. You can jump very low here, maintain a lot of speed, but he gets slowed down by the water a lot, but still makes the jump across. Checkpoint 8 we go, and almost into checkpoint 9 as we see, but Morpio looking really good. Now you approach the parts where you could go from checkpoint number 5, but you could not clear that jump, of course. But what a fight we have here, Mitty. Oh,
yeah. Right now, Morpio is on a 4:49 pace, which is better than most people have ever driven. So, yeah, basic Morpio moment.
Yeah.
And I think basically like a 250 would be a good round for anyone, like a very good round.
Yeah.
Not being first with that would be surprising.
Yeah, I think a 450 is very fast here, because as we already mentioned, this map is very hard, and just making no mistake in those parts is just very hard, especially here. Like, mistakes can happen so quickly if you don't steer in to the left early enough. If you, like, you're in freewheel here all the time, and you just need to collect the booster and just go back and forth. Then you go backwards here as well, but Morpio 1.6 seconds ahead of Bolle, and here this part really caught me off guard. This left turn right here, which is really blind, and you need to collect a lot of speed to clear that speed check and go into the next checkpoint. It is really hard, but as you said, Morpio on a really good time, and then Ferry overtaking his brother here for that 2nd position. Bolle didn't have it so good, but there's still the ending left to be cleared, and I think there's still a lot of hard transitions to be done. And Bolle with a respawn, just as I said that.
And Skandir also made a major mistake. He's down in 6, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe 7 now. I'm not sure, but like he's far, which is really bad for him trying to win.
Yeah, those respawns are very costly. They can sometimes set you back like 20, maybe even 30 seconds because you have no speed to work with. And, well, Morpio lost a bit of time, but also Ferry had a very good sector here in the end, and he will happily take that 2nd position after an okay start, but was not there at the top, and pushes it. Smart decision, 6 seconds ahead of Raceland, but it is Morpio winning with a 450.172, so great time. Ferry getting 2nd, then we have Raceland on 3rd. Bolle is still getting 4th position, even though he had to respawn, but look, there's no one else who's, no, it's Skandir. Bolle had to respawn again. Oh, but
Skandir is finishing in backwards, like intentionally. I saw him turn around.
What is Skandir doing?
He's probably not even like trying. He probably doesn't care. Maybe he's tilted from all these finishing 2nd place.
Could be, but I mean, it was a free 2nd place for him. He just made a mistake there. But I mean, this map is very hard to drive, and he lost 1 position to Artis. still stays ahead of Nopix, but I expect a lot of players not being able to finish those rounds here. We can see Mario still on checkpoint number 7 by the looks of it. So a lot of players did not finish the rounds.
Can Ariana finish? No, he cannot.
Also, thank you for the raid, Patricky, by the way, and welcome everybody. Hello, hello, nice seeing all of you in the chat. Great seeing that Trackmania 2 RPG is that active and that beautiful. It's a great game, really. So thank you so much for joining, everybody, and I hope you enjoy the cast from me and Mitri.
Round 1, almost over.
Yeah, it's over. So Ariana will not finish. Sag. So 10 players only finished. Wow, that shows how challenging this map is. But I mean, the finish timeout is also very punishing. But here you can see it. Morpio has 1,000 points. Point limit is 8,000. So if you have surpassed 8,000 points, you activate Finalist mode. And then you need to win one more round to get either first, second, third, or fourth. That's the positions we play out for today. So good to seeing this. And let's go with Raceland. Already qualified. But great to see Rayson still being motivated to further hunt and play this competition.
I mean, talking about motivation, Morpio is just... He creates the competition, gives his own money to make like 1,000 euros, like 4,000 euros competitions.
Yeah.
And he then map tests everything and then drives, and he's always popping off every week. The guy is just crazy.
Yeah,
crazy or crazy love with RPG.
Yeah, also great reduction of airtime there from Morpio. Gets his nose down for that extra little bit of kilometers per hour. And now going to the hard speed checks here just before checkpoint 4. But Ferry with a very good start. So the top 3 who have already qualified to the finals are currently in there. And then there's Skandir behind.
Ferry clipped his wheel and somehow landed earlier so he could still make the big tight jump.
Rayston with the respawn, unfortunately. Rayston clipping there and losing a lot of speed, so now it's Skandir's shot of getting a good position in here, but Morpio just looks unstoppable right now in those rounds, being dominated and leading by so much, but maybe slowing down a bit too much. Is he able to get to the magnet? This looks good. Everybody makes it here, as you can see in the top 4. Nopix also doing really good, had a good position in the previous round, and can definitely get some good points here as well.
Yeah, he got 600 points. Yeah, he did 655, so that's pretty good. Top 4 is definitely not decided. Any mistake from anyone would just mean losing like a lot of time. It's still pretty close.
Yeah, one respawn. Oh, Skandir with a very, very wonky gear still is able to make that jump, but having to respawn, having some issues there with that landing. That is very, very decisive. And then he was not making it, having to respawn again. So this is another dead round from Skandir, but look at the fight here for the top. Ferry now going to the lead. Morpio not with the best exit speed from the free will party, going into checkpoint number 8. And this looks like a Ferry victory to me, but never count out Morpio. He's very fast on this map and drove already a 450 in the previous round. And maybe wants to make the perfect match happen. That would be absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that would be crazy, but if anyone would be able to do it, it's him.
Yeah. Look how much he
Ferry,
catches
though,
up.
definitely has something to say about that.
Yeah, but good speed here from Morpio, trying to reduce some airtime. Good line into this well as well, but it didn't work out that good for Morpio, as Ferry still have a second ahead, and we only have 4 checkpoints to go. I think this is a very fast run. Bolle and Nopix both cannot keep up with the pace, 1 and 5 seconds behind respectively. Oh, and look how much Morpio pushes, almost catching too much airtime there and clipping his outer wheels. But this did not happen. Morpio really pulling the trigger and applying a lot of pressure onto Ferry.
He's just sending it.
Yeah, he is.
I think the end is pretty tricky, right? I think many people failed the end. Many, I mean, like 2 or 3 people.
Oh, Morpio
3
with
checkpoints to go.
Morpio
Ferry
with more
has
speed.
0.5 of a lead, so it's decent, but not crazy. It's Morpio just behind you, so you can't just save.
Surely. Surely you can't just save. I mean, Ferry's ending was also very good in the previous round. He caught up a lot to the others. And Morpio getting a slowdown. He loses control of the car. And now it is the whole playing field. Bola and Nopix overtaking. And I think Skandir is also nearby. So this is a free round now for Ferry. He just has to survive the last couple of checkpoints. There's no one to be seen here. And Ferry is 5 seconds ahead of his brother, who's also getting a good score and hasn't qualified just yet. But Ferry, most importantly, what time is he going to drive? 4:30 into the last checkpoint. And then there's an all the way back section to the ending. And then you go into the finish. But this looks really good. Ferry landing into a box slide here, making it over the stairs one more time. And Ferry with a good time, maybe another 450, maybe even faster. It will be a 4:49.04. Great time. Second world record.
I don't know if he actually PB'd or if he practiced offline. I wouldn't see him practice offline, so I would say that's his PB.
It could be.
No one reacting or anything, so I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, now we're getting the NTs, but also Nopix with a very good performance. Third position, a lot of points. Then we have Skandir, unfortunately, again, on only 700 points, 6 places in a row. But what a great time there from Ferry. And, well, with that, Bolle also getting a lot of points in this round. As we can see, he now goes up into, should be, not second just yet, but very close behind Morpio, only like 60-ish points. And is Ariana also able to finish? I think this is too far away. Checkpoint 12 right now, and I think the map is still too long to be cleared.
Yeah. There is something wrong with Skandir, because I was watching him at the end, and he intentionally just braked like a lot to make someone pass him and then finished. So he's been doing that twice now, so I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he knows he cannot win, so he's just like chilling, or I don't know.
But if there's any player who could win with hardly any practice, it is Skandir, really. Yeah, he's an absolute beast. But I mean, the map is really hard. It has a lot of very, very distinct speed checks. And that was also one of the things struggling for me, where Skandir failed in the run from beforehand. Once you lose control of your car and you just lose the gear or you slow down, it could be over on a checkpoint and you grant yourself a 20-second respawn.
Yep. Okay, round 3. Ferry is just ahead of Morpio in the standings, and Bolle is just behind again. So top 3 is very close.
Yeah, top 3 is very close. Only Rayson pulling away here, as you can see, but in points it looking really good. Now I've spectated Nopix, who is currently on 5th place, so doing a very good job here in this match, and also able to survive. So slow and steady on this map wins the race. Just make sure to clear the speed checks, but just with safe driving, I think Nopix will get in another top 6 position by the looks of it.
Oh, massive mistake by Ferry. 2 respawns in a row on the same checkpoint. He's dead last, I think.
He's dead last, yeah.
That hurts.
He's on checkpoint 2, so...
Ariana is still on CP1, but he's yet to finish a round, so...
Yeah, it will be very hard to finish a round. But yeah, I mean, Ferry out on this round. Nopix driving rather safe and now clipping as well. Able to clear that jump. You don't have penalties in Trackmania 2 Stadium, which is a very good thing. So able to make it. But let's go into the top fights. And also Artis... Oh, I think also having to respawn, so he's also out on it. So we have Bolle, Rayson and Morpio in the top 3, and then Skandir lurking in the shadow as well. Let's follow the Belgian player.
Yep. He's basically just like last round. He's quick enough to beat anyone that make a mistake, but not quick enough to beat anyone that doesn't make a mistake. He's just in the middle ground. Sadly, we can... see, like, we have a good view of the battle up ahead, though.
Yeah.
Bolle trying to overtake Morpio. They are basically inside one another. It's neck and neck.
Yeah, very good fight here.
Ooh, Bolle clipped. So now he's like a second behind Morpio, I think.
But clearing the jump there, very important. for Boller to getting across here and then into the free wheel. Skandir with a very good line there, has a bit more speed than Boller, as you can see. But yeah, I think you mentioned a very important thing. It seems like Skandir is not really having the pace that he usually has on those maps. So maybe he doesn't feel comfortable with this map, or it's lack of practice. Like everything could come into play. Yeah. Oh, Boller clipping there. He will not make that jump, I think. Okay, he will actually. So Boller losing a lot of time, but still not able or not having to respawn. And also Hazard not too far behind here as well on P5. So we have a nice snake of players just 3.5 seconds apart from each other.
Yeah, I'm betting all my money on Hazard as always. That's just what I do. I've lost a lot of money, never gained anything though. But yeah, Hazard always my guy. Have to root for him.
You have to believe. I thought for a second that Boller respawned too early, but he was just inside of Hazard, who pulled the trigger a bit faster. But very nice fight here for third position. Hazard now up into third place, has more speed going into the volcano here into checkpoint 11. And this looks very, very good here for them to collect some points. Hardly any mistake here from the top 5, but the ending is still there to be cleared. A lot of transitions to overcome, and more PO in this round again on another level.
Yeah, Hazard gained so much time by just having a little more speed, and he just snowballed into the boosters and stuff like that because it's free wheel. So he gained like so much time. Basically a second over Boller. He was like not that much in front, and now he's like a lot in front.
Yeah, very good. Very nice job from Hazard, and also getting this transition across, but slowing down a little bit. Luckily, he did not lose ground contact, and also going for a backside here. Really, really favorable approach in my opinion. And Hazard now still on third position. Skandir and Rayston. Never mind, Skandir is in front, and more PO just on another level, 3 seconds ahead. And I think we could see like a 446 here, Mitri.
Can we? I don't know the checkpoints times yet. The pace. We'll see.
I mean, Hazard 5 seconds behind. Like this is a great time from Morpio. Let's see. Maybe not that fast.
Looks like a 50.
449. Actually. 48.99. But this was a great round.
Boller could not overtake Hazard. He did try it, but I think he made a slight mistake at the end. But yeah, he was pretty close between Hazard and Boller. Hazard gets 5th.
Yeah, good round though.
Yeah,
very good top. Very, very entertaining. More of them to come. And then also Sushi finishes on 6th. Then we had Ferry, the biggest loser of this round, from the top players on 7th. Then Ariana still trying to finish. And where is Nopix? Did Nopix finish? Yeah, Nopix also got in a good position. I don't see it right now, but I think it was another 700 points. So 6th position, something along those lines. And here we go. The split are compared to my PB. Yeah, they are. My PB is 74 minutes.
I think there's a command you can do to track first Daily Mania instead of your PB.
Yeah, that would be good to know actually.
/track space Daddy space 1. And it will say now tracking Daddy 1.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. That's great.
I just remembered that randomly from years ago. But yeah,
so now we have it for the fastest match time, which is really good.
Hey, good news. Ariana has been getting closer and closer to the finish line. Maybe next round is the round.
But still nice that that they are playing here, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Very, very good. So let's take a look into the standings. Morpio, 2,800 points. Then we have a tie for second between Ferry and Rayston. But good news for Boller. Morpio, Ferry and Rayston already qualified. And then there's a 200 gap between Skandir and Boller. So Skandir should definitely take those rounds serious and not throw away positions, because he could certainly qualify, because all of those people in front or in the top 3 are already qualified for the main event.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Skandir, but yeah, I will ask him later.
Yeah. Maybe just needed
first.
Maybe needed to calm down a bit in the round. I don't know, but I mean, a map like this can definitely be very frustrating to play though.
Yeah, I can see why someone would be frustrated.
Yeah, it's
Ferry made a mistake. Oh, was it Rayston? Yeah, racing with a full stop.
Yeah.
Has to respawn.
Very poor line for
Very mistake again. Top 4 is getting closer because the fast guys are making mistakes. And now it's back to being super close.
Yeah, and then there's Morpio, just the consistency man on this map, just looking very good. Oh, Scandia jumping a bit too far to the left, and now he has to either back up or go for a respawn. Oh, and this is very costly. Oh no, Scandia with an absolute bummer, hitting the wall there and losing ground contact. And now Scandia, I don't know what he's doing, but he seems to be a bit tilted. But I mean, that's just valuable points that he throws away where on a map where he could definitely qualify, just considering the points. But right now, the lucky person who capitalizes from the tilt from Scandia is Bolle.
Dude, Morpio just made like 2 15-second respawns, and he respawns again. He's like last, I think.
Yeah, good jinx from my side there, because on that checkpoint I said Morpio just the consistency man, and well, he's on checkpoint 4 still, very far behind.
Yeah, he's actually last, behind Ariana.
Yeah, losing a lot of time.
So, yeah, good points to grab here for the top guys in the standings. Like Ferry being first, Bolle is on a cloud right now.
Yeah, that's very, very good for Bolle, because you also see Sushi, Artis, Hazard, all of those players who are a bit further behind, just denying some points to Rayston, to Morpio as well. So that is a very good round for Bolle and Ferry, who probably practice together.
Yeah, they often do, yeah.
Yeah. Also, Bolle contacted me and said, yo, nice cast from last week. I appreciate that, man. I mean, I played a lot with Bolle and Ferry and Trackmania Nations as well. And then they branched out into Trackmania 2 RPG, which is really cool. Very, very nice guys.
Yeah, they are. Most people don't know they're twins.
Yeah. True.
I mean, now it's pretty famous, but back then, people didn't know.
Yeah, they were clueless.
They used to come in voice chat, and we would hear one of them in the microphone of the other one, and we were like, wait. And yeah, we just learned like that.
Yeah. I mean, I also knew a bit later, but of course, you don't know it immediately, obviously, but huge round. But look what fight is brewing in the back here between Hazards, Sushi, and I think Nopix. They're quite close to each other. Maybe Nopix not that far, 2 seconds behind, but Hazard and Sushi are not that far away from each other.
Wait, Bolle respawned, I think.
Yeah,
he did. He's just ahead of Hazard now.
Yeah, he did, indeed. And
he lost 1 spot, I guess, so it could be worse.
Yeah, to Sushi. Sushi now ahead. But still a good point.
Wait, Sushi made a mistake as well. So he lost 1 spot to Hazard.
Yeah, it's 1 spot, and Hazard's with that getting some good points. The man who got addicted to another game is still on here, but Hazard, one of the GOATs of Trackmania RPG in both games.
Yeah.
Maybe not the
legend guy.
Maybe not the best fast learner when it comes to some stuff, but definitely able to, if he finds the route on some of the parts. I mean, of course, Tom RPG maps, he's the GOAT, but on other RPGs, he sometimes struggled a bit more compared to the world class. So,
I think his main issue is his ability to actually be like insanely quick. But he can learn the map super fast. He can pathfind super quickly as well.
Yeah.
And he's pretty consistent. He's just not as quick as like Bren and like pro dudes like Scondier and stuff. But he's still insane. Like the guy is crazy experienced.
Yeah, I agree. So a bit of a slower round here. Bolle, of course, capitalizing from that mistake. Also Ferry slowing down a bit in the end. Hazard getting 3rd. Sushi on 4th. And then all the players are just coming up. And yeah, World Tour is later. It's the NCSA, I think, coming up. But I will firstly cast this one. And then we go and cast the World Tour afterwards. So Scandia now losing another position to Nopix in the end. Seems a bit like match fixing here from my side, if you could ever say that. But yeah, Scandia a bit not feeling it here, let's say it like that. Yeah, but
no, Ariana was on pace to finish. No, he won't. Dude, I'm just rooting for Ariana. There's a match in the match.
Also Marius has not finished either.
damn, he used to be like so active in nightclubs and stuff, like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah, he's still active.
He used to win just by being super consistent. Typical Marius.
Yeah, I agree.
Safe Meister.
The Safe Meister, also a good friend of mine actually. Marius 89, I mean, one of the all-time legends of Trackmania, let's say like that. Great fight actually between Marius and Ariana, as you can see here. Oh,
No,
never mind.
Match fixing.
Match fixing, pulling a Skandir. No, we should stop that. But yeah, they're coming closer. I think Ariana could have definitely finished, but it wasn't meant to be. So Ferry almost halfway through, going into finalist mode. Then Bolla jumping up to second place.
Yeah.
Morpio on third and Rayson on fourth. So a bit of a point cushion here for Bolla. So it looks like an anticlimactic qualification, but keep in mind, finalist mode still has to be cleared. So there's one full victory that is needed for a player. Yeah,
Yep.
guys, I will be streaming the
First.
NCSA stuff later. Don't worry, don't worry. Sorry for jumping into your word.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just you're the caster. I'm the RPG guy. Just here to enjoy. I don't know.
Yeah, all good. Thanks for the insight. It's a lot of fun thus far. Very cool to having you on board. Very, very nice. So let's go into the next round then, shall we?
Yep.
But right now the match looks a bit, like point-wise, it looks boring. But of course, having the outlook that finalist mode is still yet to be cleared. I mean, finalist mode is always great.
Yeah. That's the whole point of cup mode.
Yeah.
Can be consistent, but you have to actually pull off a win.
I agree. And we have seen an early mistake from Ferry. So Ferry quite far behind the line. And Morpio is leading again. So just having a little bit of a drawback in the last 1 to 2 rounds. But now he's back on the chopping block. And also on a great time. 1.3 seconds ahead of the Dedimania.
Damn. Dude is on a good pace.
Yeah, very, very good pace indeed. And also Bolla and Skandir fighting it out. What could have been if Skandir just didn't throw away those like 3, 4, 5 positions in those rounds? We don't know, but maybe Skandir knows, okay, there's finalist modes. I'm very good at this. Who knows, who knows? It's not over until the fat lady sings, of course, because it's so different compared to round mode, just really. Like, knowing
he
that...
seemed to be going for it. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, because you just have to win one round, and Skandir is very good under pressure.
Yep. So at the beginning, like the first 2 or 3 rounds, he seemed to not care. But this time, I don't know, he's going at it with Bolla. So I don't know what happens, but yeah, he looks to be back now. So maybe, yeah, as you said, finalist mode, he can still pull it off. Might take some time, but he might get it.
Yeah. Oh, that was very risky though, clipping his front tire there and minimizing airtime, but he had to jump actually quite far up to not get a slowdown. So well done, Morpio. Didn't have to respawn, he's already in the next area here into checkpoint 9. And then a bit pathfinding for me. I mean, the whole map is quite pathfinding the first time you play it. And Skandir still on top 3. So still good points for him. And then Morpio on a great time, as you can see, almost 2 seconds ahead of the local, of the Dedimania. So this could be a 4:47, 46-ish, something along those lines, if he keeps up the pace.
Yeah, 46 pace is crazy considering he finished like pretty much last round. Almost last, I think.
Yeah,
so yeah, he took a break and now he's back in the game.
Yeah, he's locked in. Also here, good speed into the freewheel sector. The floor is freewheel, which is very fitting. And now catching the booster into the turnaround. No air brake here, almost going over there, but maximizing the speed outcome here. So this round is for Morpio here. Let's take a look what time it's going to be. How far ahead will he be? He lost a bit of time, 1.5 seconds also here.
He was actually too quick and went too far in the anti-boosters and actually hit the rock. Yeah. So that he lost like more than half a second because he was insanely quick before that. Yeah,
but I mean you can then just accelerate or brake. You can somewhat control it. And
that's straight up a mistake.
do that, so he could have done it also here, jumping very, very thinly to the next area and lost a lot of time according to the mistake, or just thanks to the mistake from beforehand after the free wheel part. And it will still be a good time, but definitely not a 4:47 unless he gets a very good ending. Okay, 0.8 away. Just the ending left to be cleared, but it's safe to say that he's going to get 1,000 points and will apply a lot of pressure onto Ferry, who is still only on checkpoint 12. So great round here from Morpio, but so much potential on this map, pace-wise.
Yeah,
okay,
the
nice time.
battle just behind Bola, Skandir and Racelin used to be super close, but then they all made slight mistakes, and in the end, it didn't get close, but still pretty good rounds for Bola, second place. Skandir didn't troll the end intentionally, so that's a good point.
Yeah, 4:55. 55.
Yep. And then Racelin, with a slight mistake, lost like 2 seconds to Skandir, so gets first place. Who's fifth? Didn't see.
I think it was Kelvin.
Kelvin. Damn, my man. We played WoW together for a while.
North Shore represent.
Yep. Actually, like, not to brag, but I don't think many people know I created North Shore, because I don't wear the tag, and now the admins are someone else, but I used to be the guy that created that.
Same.
Seeing like Kelvin, Ferry, Bola play that well, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same with Luckers, right? I also created Luckers.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's literally your name now.
yeah,
You're known as LuckersTurbo now.
yeah, or just Luckers or LuckersTurbo or whatever. Turbo the racing's name? Wait, what? What? Wait, Kelvin firing shots here?
I don't know.
I think he's alluding to my discovery time.
Damn.
I
would be mad.
I think I could do a sub 5 minute on this map if I would hunt it, but this would require a lot of time.
You're a good player. You could drive anything.
Nah, not a
close to the Rior if you actually go at it.
The thing is, I don't like the non-vanilla blocks that much to drive on.
Yeah, I get it.
That's my problem. I really struggle with that, but a lot of those transitions are very intuitive. And I mean, the map is very hard, as we can see Ariana just making a mistake. But I think I could do a good time, but I usually like to discover maps without the usage of Cam 7. But yeah, here I really needed some aid on some of the checkpoints because I had a heavy headache. And that's not cope. That's not a cope.
Okay. I'm not judging. I didn't finish the map at all, so I can't really say anything.
Yeah, it's not that easy, really.
Yeah, it looks like it. Pretty close battle overall. I think that's the best round we've seen so far.
Yeah.
For now, at least. I'm gonna watch Racelin because that way we have a good view of everything.
Yeah, Kelvin overtakes
Usually
here.
Everyone is here.
Ooh, Artis with a mistake. Hazard and Ferry overtake in the meantime, and everybody makes it across the beam. Morpio with low speed, but still making it across. But yeah, very good round, as you were alluding to already beforehand. 7 players just 1 to 2 seconds away from each other. Very, very nice.
Nopix disconnected, I think.
Oh,
or
no.
went AFK or whatever, but he's not playing, sadly.
Nopix looked really good on those first couple of rounds.
Yep. So Skandir made a mistake. So
yeah,
considering this round no one ever made a mistake, he's like close to being last for just only a small mistake, so that hurts. Let's see, how far behind is he? Yeah, only 3 seconds is 8th place, so still fine, I guess. People are gonna make mistake for sure.
Yeah, definitely, but Skandir a great player to follow right now because he will certainly catch up if he risks a bit more. And there's the first mistake. I think that was Kelvin. No, it was not.
That was Morpio.
Morpio.
Actually.
Ooh. That's a spicy one also for the top one. And now I think Kelvin made a mistake.
Yep.
Having to respawn. So very, very hard sector here. As you can see, Skandir jumping so close off there. And still making the cross. Very nice. But he caught up quite a bit here. He was 3 seconds behind. Now it is only 2.1. So very, very good showing from Skandir. Also maximizing the speed outcome here. Went very wide, but unfortunately did not pan out for him that well. And also Artis almost clipping there. And now we go into checkpoint 9. and into the last portion of the map.
Morpio slightly caught up to Skandir. I think he should overtake both Skandir and Artis because he's just too quick for them.
I think he held the gear on that sector there with the nose slides. Well done.
Let's see up front what's happening. Ferry, Hazard, Racelin are very close to one another. Actually, Ferry gained a lot of time, but Hazard and Racelin are really close. Morpio is pretty much gonna cut up to them, I think.
Yeah,
He's very quick.
Very good effort there from Morpio. He was on 7th position-ish, and now he caught up 1 second to Skandir, who's now 3 seconds behind. And Morpio could still win this round if mistakes do happen. He could certainly get 2nd place effortlessly with his fine driving, but let's see how he does this sector, because he lost a lot of speed here by clipping the rock in the previous round, but this looks very good. And Morpio with so much speed here, but I think we've seen... No, never mind, we did not see a mistake.
He still gained 0.4 on Ferry, but not on the 2 dudes ahead, so I think Ferry made a mistake. He's still first, or a second ahead of Racelin, who's in 2nd place.
Yeah, and...
Morpio, though, kind of crazy comeback.
Yeah, very good comeback, I agree. And Hazard also with a small mistake. Morpio notoriously goes for low speed here, but it doesn't matter that much because you slow down anyway. You just need to make it across that speed check. And Morpio onto 2nd place. Very, very good sector from Morpio. Also now catching up to Ferry, who slowed down dramatically, but had a more inside approach. And is now like roughly 1.5 seconds, and only 1 second ahead. So this could all come down to the end if Morpio gets it really good, and if he wants to push it, goes for the Buxer, but clips there. And Rayson now with the overtake. So this is looking good for Rayson to get some points, and a very huge round for Ferry. But Morpio with a great turn there, and will eventually claim 2nd place. 4:51 winning time. Rayson on 3rd, Hazard on 4th. Then we have Skandir on P5, and Bolle is also finishing, but not joining the pack here in that battle.
So that was definitely the best round of today.
Yeah, I agree. And very good comeback from Morpio.
Where's Bolle though? No. He's gonna lose a good amount of places with that.
But still,
actually, he's gonna be just like 100 points behind Ferry. So actually, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, I think Calvin also still able to finish here. Oh, never mind. He's having to respawn. Very good Jinx here. And also Ariana is on checkpoints, whatever that is. I think checkpoint 5. It should be checkpoint 5, yeah. So, also not able to finish, but getting some practice in. And guys, you also can play this map. I'm gonna link to you on in the chat. It's a very good map, and make sure to, in general, check out the RPG title pack in Trackmania 2 Stadium. It's a must play, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can see there's a lot of effort in the map.
It's pretty cool. You can sometimes build a map in within 600 hours.
Yeah.
Pretty nice game, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, this map is just super versatile, which is really nice. So, huge shout out to this map here. That's what I really like about it. All right, Nopik still not playing.
It's round 6 or 7. I think it's 7.
I think 7. Yeah, it should be round number 7. Or yeah, it should be, because Morpio. Oh, maybe 6. No, it should be 7. No, 7. 6 cannot work because they lost so many points, and yeah, they're at 5,000. Yeah, look at this.
I think Noping should be maybe forced into spectator. It's kind of breaking the HUD.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter though.
Hazard.
Racing is first. Oh, but then everyone's close. Never mind, Skandir just clicked.
Hazard with a respawn is quite far behind, and finds himself quite far behind. Let's see how much a respawn really loses you of time. He made that mistake quite early in the checkpoint, so he's 7 seconds behind. Let's keep that in mind and see what position he's finishing in this round. I mean, unless he will make more mistakes. This could still happen. So let's go and see how Hazard is going to do it. But here, checkpoint 4, a lot of speed acquired or needed, required for that sector. And Kelvin having to get a slide there, was in a no slide, but was able to get it with a bounce and getting a good angle. Bola had it so much better though, and also Sushi closing into Kelvin, who could drop all the way down to P number 6.
Many mistakes. Last round was pretty cool. This one definitely not as cool. So many respawns and clips here and there. Bola and Calvin are fighting it out, as well as Wrestling and Morpio. First time we see Artis in the top 3, I think, this week.
Yeah,
he's usually a very good player, but I don't think he trained as much as the others.
But yeah, you rightfully mentioned it. Artis currently on 7th place in the leaderboard. I mean, still there to reach finalist mode, right? For the top spot. If Morpio, Raistlin, and then maybe also Ferry taking it as the first 3 players, then top 4 can still be reachable for him. So
yep.
Just stay in close proximity and then just get this one run where everything works, win with a 452 and you're in. This could really work, and look at the speed here from Morpio out of the free wheel. Well done, going back into the leads. Rayson not too far behind, and then we have a little bit of a gap of them and Artis, who is on 3rd place, and then Bola and Kelvin fighting it out for P4 right now. But let's focus on Artis in this round.
Definitely on his PB, I think, for sure. Yeah, let's see if he can keep the pace up, because just behind him is Bola, which has been driving pretty quickly and pretty consistently. He's hungry just behind.
Just look at the pace in this round. This looks great. Going into checkpoint number 10, just 1 second behind the Daddy Mania. Artis, though, fading the backward section. You just have to hold 2 inputs going there, but he did not steer enough there and having to respawn again. So losing like half a second, something along those lines. But good reaction time was applied there from Artis. And it is Morpio still leading and on a banger of a time. Really, this is a very good time.
Yeah, because Wrestling, I don't think he made any mistake, and he's still a second behind, so hurts to see that for him. But let's see what Morpio can drive. Is he gonna hit? Oh, he did hit it. That's actually crazy that you can be too quick for that. And I think it's hard to anticipate.
Yeah, so it is. But still 0.7 ahead.
0.7 ahead of his first Daddy Mania.
But he had a good ending in his Daddy, so that's something to keep in mind. But I mean, could still be a 447 or maybe even a 46 with a slight better ending. But also Rayson going for the bug slide, clipping there. Is this enough speed to clear the jump? Yes, it is barely enough. But that was very close.
1 checkpoint to go for Morpio. Maybe Bola can capitalize on Wrestling if he makes a mistake.
Yeah, good call actually. Very good call. Let's follow Bola here. This is the only real fight here in the top 3, but Bola clipping there a little bit, losing a bit of time, and certainly not catching up to Rayson, but mistakes in the end can still happen. And I always get debated by no-picks there at the start. I always think, oh, did someone make a mistake in the front? But no, this didn't happen. And Morpio...
Oh, insane line by Bola. He has more speed? Nah, that's not enough.
But still good time from Raceland. And no PB for Morpio, still a 447. Great time, good round for the top 3, but also top 5. Quite close to each other. And then Skandir just behind Hazard, the person who made a mistake at the start. And still finishes on P6. Very nice.
5th place for Calvin.
Nice.
He can be happy about it. Oh. But so many players just made random mistakes this round. Like Ferry.
Yeah, he really did. Ooh, Ferry with very, very bad points on this map, or on this round. Yeah, 40 seconds behind. Very bad. And also, Ariana could maybe finish. Checkpoint 14. Yeah,
it.
This looks very good.
Like, I think 15 seconds left to spare.
Yeah, this looks really good. And Ariana finishes the first round, and I hope more to come. So great job. Good job, Ari. 555. Very nice. Like, it's very impressive actually to finish a map with hardly any practice. Really, it's insane. And I mean, Maybe Marius as well. 7 seconds. 6.
Wait, can he?
5. 4. I think he's able to finish. And
Yeah.
Marius also finishes. Let's go. Holy.
Legendary round.
Like that's very good. Good job, guys. Good job to Marius and Ariana here. Like, it looks like players are mocking a bit. I mean, it's also a fun way, but this map is insanely hard, and that's why players just quoting it out in the chat. It looks easy, but guys, try this map on your own. I needed 1 hour to finish it. It's not easy if you don't know the way.
Actually, 30.
Hmm?
I can see your time on the right.
Yeah, it's 1 hour.
1 hour 33.
It's 1 hour.
Damn.
No, it's 1:30, of course. Psst.
Okay, round 8, I think. Morpio's first, 400 points behind Bola, ahead of Bola, which is then like 100 points ahead of the 2 players behind him. And then Skandir is like nowhere to be seen, basically.
Yeah.
It's second if you vote out, like, get the already qualified dudes out of the equation. But he's so far behind Bola.
Yeah, he is. He really is. But it seems like the players who just drive the most consistent in the top 3 are just leading right now. And that is just Ferry, Bolle, and Morpio. I mean, all of them having kind of their weak rounds. Morpio had the best round, like, combined the best rounds so far. But Ferry and Bolle, very good showing here. And maybe can jump into the prize money here on week 4 as well. As Ferry is on a great start, 1.2 seconds ahead of the Daddy Mania. So let's go ahead and focus on him because he is on a massive time.
Yeah, he's known to be the full sending kind of guy. So if he actually doesn't crash, he's gonna drive an insane time. But then he has to not crash. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, I still remember this insane choke at RPG Night Cup. Wasn't there something with Ferry? I still remember that.
I mean, he always chokes insane times because all of his times are insane, basically.
Yeah.
He also won to Hazard on a qualification, like a loser bracket match, by 1,000 of a second. And they were both finalists, and yeah, he overtook him at the last 1,000, basically.
Yeah, that's
went to finals and actually ended up winning the cash prize and got the trophy and stuff.
Didn't Bass cast this one? Wasn't it with a team finish? Yeah. I remember this. Yeah. This was great.
RPG, Brawl 3, I think.
Yeah, that was insane.
3. Yep.
And I mean, Ferry on a very, very good time. No player able to be seen, and also taking so many risks, went so close into the sectors, but lost a bit of time here towards Morpio. Maybe did not have the most comfortable, risky line in that sector, so losing a bit there, but great nose slide, holding the gear there as well, jumping accordingly, and then minimizes airtime here as well. This looks very good from Ferry to clock in a great time. Oh, also here, that is a bit wonky. And also Bolle all of a sudden joining in as well for the world record battle.
He should definitely save. Like, what's the point of risking? I always think that. Why would you risk so hard when you're like a second and a half in front of anyone, basically?
You can't compare that with running. Like, I've had like a pretty fast runner ahead of me. Like, I think 4 days ago or something like this. He went for like a 5-minute pace per kilometer, which is really fast. And I had my slow run, but he overtook me and he was just a little bit faster than I was. Dude, fuck it. I have to risk and go for world record and overtake him, right? It's the ego at this point. You know, you want to drive it in the match. If you drive it in a match, it's always different when just driving it alone at 3 a.m.
Yeah, you gotta send a message.
Yeah, exactly. Send a message to your opponents and then fail next round because you drove world record. Always
classic,
like this.
Ferry, basically.
Yeah, but classic for every Trackmania player. Also in Cup of the Days in Trackmania 2020.
Yeah.
Always like that. But still a great time or a great effort here from Ferry. Could still drive world records, is 1 second behind. So just needs a good ending. But I mean, at this point, he should just save it. He should just go for the 1,000 points. And also Bolle would be certainly very happy about that. While claiming second place.
I don't think Bolle has any actual opponents right now.
No.
He's just saving his way ahead of Skandir, and that's it. because there's no way he gets finalists and doesn't get top 4. Like someone, like no one would overtake him at the end. I think.
I mean, he
The
has
odds
to clear
are-
finalist.
Yeah, but then like imagine who could beat him: Morpio, Ferry, Raceline, and then
I think
it's just
Hazard
him
as well.
potentially. Yeah,
And Skandir, yeah, with good pace as well, but Skandir just seems to be very inconsistent right here, and also not like, I mean, even Ariana overtaking Skandir. Ariana just finished his first. Yeah, I mean, Skandir's in the mud.
even Ariana. That's wild to say.
Yeah, but I mean, Ariana has hardly any practice on this map, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Dude,
also
Ariana
a
used
top
to be-
class player.
Used to be like insane at the game. He just hasn't practiced anything in
Yeah.
a while, but I remember him being like top tier, like god tier.
Yeah, I
actually.
know. Yeah. I still remember that time as well. Like, I think also a lot of RPG Night Cup victories, if I recall it correctly.
I don't think he had a lot, but
at least
he
one.
has some. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember his time on Moonbase, for those who know, used to be absolutely insane and took like multiple years plus
Oh, yeah.
full competition on the map to be beaten.
Yeah, I remember that as
Oh, yeah.
well. Also this
His time was insane.
insane Bren time on that one map. How was that called?
I mean, there's many insane Brent times.
But there was one which
there's-
really
There's
stick
Maru,
out.
there's Village of the Sacred Feathers. There's pretty much that. Some other times, I guess, but he's known for Maru back then and Village.
I don't know the name, sadly, but there was like an absolute incredible world record. But also now, Morpio, 7,000 points if he gets only first position.
Yeah, 21st.
They're going to win. Wait, Cologne won, Nutty? Nah, bro. Nah. Oh. Or is it the... No, wait, it's...
what?
No, wait, it's ice hockey. There's currently the finals happening in Germany, Cologne versus Berlin.
Oh, okay.
And, well, on Monday, I was watching the hockey game. So they play a series, first to 4 wins. And Cologne was leading 3-2 in that series. And, dude, it was absolutely insane because they got 6 in the season. And they won against the second team. And we were there when they won, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And now they're in the finals, so very cool.
Hockey is just non-existent in France, I think.
But it's such a nice sport to watch, like, really.
Probably. I've literally never seen anything.
Yeah, same for me. Like a couple of months ago, but now went into the hockey rig like 6 times already. It's so good, better than football. Changed my mind.
Yeah, I mean, I hate I hate football anyway.
Okay, fair.
I'm a rugby guy.
Okay, also good. Also American football then, or only rugby?
Nah, I hate that as well. It's so... Okay, I was gonna say something bad for Twitch, but like, it's so ridiculous to have armors when we do the same thing without armor.
Pussies.
But it's fine, it's just... it's different. Yeah, kinda. I was gonna say something worse, but yeah. I don't think I can... I think I can, but like, it's fine. I'm just not gonna say anything. It's ridiculous is the word.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, maybe we should go back to actually casting.
Yeah, let's go back to the real sport here, to esport, to Trackmania 2 esport. 5,000 euro competition on the line here, and Morpio, if he wins, he's a finalist. So this will be very good, because also the winner, I mean, Morpio already qualified, but he will win 250 euro if he wins the match. So here we go. Morpio with good speed here as well. Spoiler not losing too much though. Also minimizing airtime there. 0.7 of a second though.
Hazard and Skandir are battling out.
Mitry getting banned from Twitch in 3, 2.
No way.
Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking, bro. All good. All good, all good. I mean, sometimes I remember when I had a friend of mine in the stream and he randomly drops the R words. And I'm like, bro, chill. Like, you have to be a bit more soft than like 10 years ago. And he's like, oops, sorry, why is that so bad? I'm like, yo.
Actually, wait, I think kinda recently, you now cannot get banned for something like someone else did on your stream.
Mm.
I think that's a thing now.
Yeah, which is a good thing actually. But I would not be allowed if you were banned on Twitch, for example, like if you're like a known figure. I think I would not.
Yeah.
You would not be allowed to be on my stream.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Unless it's like unintentional and I'm just like passing by, but yeah.
Yeah. Something along those lines. Or maybe you cannot even talk about them. I don't even know, but there's some ridiculous rule about it. Yeah. There is. Something along those lines.
It's just first, as always. But that's like a pretty decent battle, though. Skandir, Bola, Hazard.
Yeah, it's a very good fight, actually. I agree. It's very good to see.
Ferry's just hungry just behind as well.
Yeah, so Ferry needing some points here, but also good to see Skandir, who's ever so far back. 5,100 points, still so far away of reaching finalist mode. But the man of the minute is Morpio, who could be the first finalist of this Nebula RPG Cup qualifier. Number 4. Looking very strong throughout those entire weeks.
Skandir. He's dead last, I think.
Oof, that really sucks.
And he doesn't even respawn. Like he's just he's lost it.
I mean, if I was Skandir, and yeah, sometimes you can tilt and stuff like this, but just finish all the rounds, right? He just lost 1,000 points on the table here, give or take, in those rounds. Yeah. So, you know, just finish, play your game, things can happen, and Morpio is with that and finalist. Good time here as well. 4:48 is the winning time. Then we have Bolle on second. Ferry getting a nice 4th position just behind Hazard. Artis on 5th. And then we have Raceland finishing on P6. So good times and good round. Only 15 seconds between 1st and 6th.
Yeah, the big news is Morpio is now finalist. Bolle is like 300 points shy, 200.
And Ferry,
same
500.
Ferry, kinda. Yeah, close to that. Yeah, 500. Then Raceline, pretty much like, I think 4 people could get finalists.
But look who lurks in the shadow.
People.
Hazard. Artis as well. I mean, both of them certainly have a good shot of making it. Skandir sadly has lost it. Yeah. And is probably not... maybe he is able to finish. 1 minute 15 behind. I don't know what the finish timeout is, but I think it's 1 minute 30. Something along those lines. So he's still getting some points. What he should always do. Just don't troll Skandir. There's the finish. Go into the finish. Reset. And you can... If a player can get it, it's Skandir. But also Mario, 7th place in this round. Very nice.
Damn.
Very 5:25, really fast as well. Good job, Marius.
Progression. Reminds me of Bren in week 2, where he went from being consistently like 5th or something, 6th, to driving WR in the last round.
Yeah, but that's just Bren things, right? But also like insane display of skill from Marius here. Just being able to learn this map so fast and gradually picking up the pace and also the pieces that you need to find on this map. So good job, Marius. I mean, he is now at 1,200 points. I mean, out of competition, but still cool to see him competing and enjoying it as much as we do here in the casting booth. And let's just go with Skandir in this round and see if he can find his inner mojo and is calm and collected.
I think he's just like fully sending it to the best of his abilities, and then when he crashes, he's just like whatever for the rest of the round.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was kind of lucky still.
Yeah, he got away with it.
His lack of luck.
Dude, in Trackmania 2020, a block like this would sometimes be plastic, and you would just get yeeted off of the map.
Yeah. Even if it wasn't, you would get penalty anyway.
Yeah, I mean not with plastic, but with all the other surfaces. Yeah, definitely. That's for sure.
Okay, no mistakes CP4. I think that's the first time.
Yeah, very good round here. Morpio has dropped quite far down the line. I think he was leading on and going into checkpoint 3. So now he's down to P number 3 here, battling it with Raceland. Skandir going super wide here and probably having to release or has to jump very diagonal in this sector. And was that a respawn? I don't think so. Ball is still in there. Yeah, no respawn here as well. So still a very packed and stacked fight. And also Artis joins in Skandir for P5 battle.
Yeah, no major mistake. Skandir is being outpaced a little, but that's pretty much it. No one, never mind. Hazard actually just respawns. Like CP at end of CP5. Now he's on CP6 still, but like smaller respawn. So
Yeah, but look at this.
still fine.
4 seconds between 1st and 8th. That is very close on a map with this difficulty. Very, very good to see that.
I'm actually gonna go on Cam 7 to make sure I can catch everyone. It's kind of spreaded, even though it's close.
I mean, camera 7 would be... Where are the players even, though? Ah, here.
I just found them. You
T-Tours.
don't have to, though. I just wanna like follow everything.
Oh! Okay, I
It's
lost.
kind of a game in the game. Wait, they TP now.
Yeah, they TP to that,
Okay.
to that sector. But no, I'll stop that. I mean, in Trackmania 2020, you sometimes have that follow all camera, which could be cool, but Bolle, ooh, what a costly mistake here from Bolle, going too far outside on that wood stem and having to respawn. So Morpio has no one in that battle with him and could close it out. He already won in the first iteration of the qualifier, and now he will do it again. Maybe even won the second. I did not have seen the results from
I
it.
think he won the second one, but then he was already qualified, so it wasn't really mentioned.
So it's his third win then.
Yeah.
So Morpio
It
then
would be.
Loki just wins his own money. It's just esport
I mean,
earnings farm.
He's actually allowed to participate and to qualify for the finals, but the cash prize he's not getting any because it's basically half of it is already his own money.
So he's not getting
So
cash prize for that
cash
win
prize.
here as well.
Yeah, no cash prize for him at all.
So that's why we already know that we play for top 4 because Morpio is in the top 3, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. But
By the way, for your information, the following camera also exists on TM2 like forever. Basically, it has existed forever, and it just wasn't popular until TM20.
the follow all camera?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I did not know that actually.
Wait, you mean follow all?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were talking about the like alt click on a car.
Nah, it's replay, and I know that. This is
Okay,
this
okay.
one. But also Morpio on an absolute banger of a time.
Yeah,
This-
definitely.
This will be a 446, like absolutely insane. Good landing in the bug side here as well, and Morpio will yet again win here. This was a very, very strong showing. A couple of bad rounds, but at the end he shows why he's the GOAT of Trackmania 2 RPG. 447.509 is the winning time. Nice time, and GG's to Morpio. Absolutely deserved.
Skandir best finish place of the evening, and also drives PB second place for him.
Very important. And we have some more finalists coming in. Raceland, Bolle, and also Ferry, all surpassing 8,000 points. Hazard up to 7,400 as well. So this could be very spicy. Also Artis at 7,100. Skandir not quite there yet, but could definitely do some damage, especially if someone like Ferry wins the next round. Something along those lines. But absolutely great performance from Morpio. And we play for top 4, so keep that in mind. Wow, Marius with a 0 respawn run already. Jesus Christ, like this guy's insane. Holy fuck.
Next step is winning.
Okay, bro.
Maybe, I mean, it's a big step, but it's the next step. Okay, who can get finalist on this round? Out of fuel.
I mean, Bolle is, Ferry is,
8,000.
Racing is.
Basically, Skandir only.
Yeah.
Okay, never
Skandir,
mind. Hazard can, Artis.
and then
And not
Skandir
Skandir,
cannot.
actually.
No, he cannot. No.
Never mind.
Alright, but we...
Doing bad math.
No quick math. No 2 + 2 + 4. 2 + 2 is 4. 2 + 2 +4, bro. Oh man.
Okay, let's not do math. Let's do.
Let's not do
casting.
math
We're
on
definitely-
stream.
Yeah.
And also
Yeah.
don't do math. Okay.
Wait. What? Never mind. Okay. Ferry is in first place. Damn.
Yeah, he's on first place. Looking great. Rayson also in there. Keep in mind, Rayson also in finalist. So he can win a big chunk of that cash prize, 5%. So, oh, Ferry with a great line. Oh, look at that gear holds and beautiful low jump from Ferry. 1.7 seconds ahead of Daddy 1. Both of them with an absolute banger of a start. And this looks like a very good opportunity for either of them to go home with the second place in this fourth qualification.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for Ferry maybe. He will not clear that. He will not make it.
It looked weird. He clipped and will not make it. Maybe he will actually. Wait.
No, he did not.
Did he make it? Okay.
You don't have enough speed for that if you clip.
Because you can get lucky and just land earlier and get more speed out of that, but he didn't.
Yeah, he.
So he's dead last right now.
So now he needs to rely
I
on
mean,
Bolle.
out of the. Yeah.
But Bolle not qualified
Racing.
just yet. Rayson
He's ahead.
already qualified. This is a nice fight, and I mean also the round for Skandir that really matters. It's not really in his control. He's 2.5 seconds behind Bolle, who's just excelling and trying to win this round. And having a very good line there, minimizes airtime very nicely and catches up half a second to Raceland. So this is looking very good for Bolle, that he is able to qualify. Very, very good approach going into the lead here. And now this very tight kneel slide that you have to do here. And slow down accordingly. Raceland did do it quite nicely. Bolle is struggling a bit. And this looks great from Raceland here, because you go over freeway block right here. And then your engine is just, or the car is just rolling. You cannot accelerate, and every incline is killing speeds.
Bolle gained like a second just on one drift because he's like fully sent it, and I think Raceland like over drifted a little because he was ahead, so he just saved.
Poor landing from Raceland. I mean, we just talk about a couple of tenths here, but the fight is so tense that we need to focus on that. Now Bolle jumping a bit too little there, but it's still only 1/10 of a second between them. Raceland going a bit wide. They're having to overcorrect. Bolle with a more inside approach, having a lot of speed there in this sector, also holding the gear and getting a courting speed over on that sector. And I think Raceland also clipped there a little bit, if I've seen that correctly.
Very lucky though in his crash. That was crazy amount of speed he could keep out of a crash somehow. Didn't even lose a gear or something.
Yeah.
But he's still behind like half a second.
And can we also mention that both players are an absolute banger of times? They're 1 second ahead of the first steady.
They're full sending it.
Yeah.
I mean, when would you send it if not now?
Yeah. I mean, don't send it too much. Don't pull a ferry, right? But this looks really clean from both of them. Like Bolle pulling the trigger is 1 second ahead and also goes here with a low speed. Will he go too fast? This looks perfect. Raceland clipping a little bit, maybe losing a bit of time there. This just compounds to an even bigger speed deficit towards Bolle. I think this is like 1 second going into the checkpoint. Never mind, even caught up 5,000ths of a second, but now we approach the last checkpoints.
Two last actually. Bolle with like a second, kind of almost a second to spare. I think they both do different strats here, so we'll see the difference.
Actually,
I think Raceland will gain some time. Never mind, I think he land bugged. What? That looked weird. He still gained some time though, so 0.5 of a difference between the two players.
Yeah, the turnaround is a bit faster.
Oh my! I was gonna say that's risky,
no.
But he's out. Raceland should close it out. I don't think anything can be hardly failed.
0.6 though. It's 0.6.
Oh, true that.
Let's see if Bolle full sends the ending. Not the best landing here, but this could still work if Raceland does not make that jump here. But Bolle doesn't get it clean either, but Raceland with a slowdown, Bolle with more speed, and Bolle will make it into the final. What a snipe in the end. 200ths of a second just because Raceland got a slowdown in the end.
He has that weird line, Bolle, like, super risky to go far right and get more of the tarmac texture instead of the dirt. That's kind of crazy. Insane ending.
What an ending there. But I mean, Rayson had to steer. And then, of course, losing some time. And Bolle, we doubted him out after he full planted into this one. But he certainly didn't do that. But also, with a crash, he drove a 449. What a round. Yeah. Wow, what a round. Good GG's to Bolle, who's the 4th player to qualify for the playoffs. And also with that, probably wins €250 because more POs out of the equation.
Yeah. Well, Skandir did not get 2nd place this time. I really wonder what happened with him.
Yeah, like Skandir could have been in finalist after this round. But we should also now kick the player who is in that. But I mean, also make sure to calm our nerves a little bit, as you can see. But wow, what an overtake there. This was a nice moment that we have encapsulated here live on twitch.tv. Yeah, very cool. That's content, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice.
Yeah. So I guess technically, since top 4 is already qualified, like the actual 2nd place right now is Hazard, which is already finalist.
Yeah.
Because, well, top 4 is already qualified.
Yeah, I mean, we just play for the cash prize right now.
Yeah.
150 and €100. But Bolle, the biggest winner of this.
Ferry and Racelin are the most, the biggest contenders, basically.
Yeah, Hazard was just somewhat lurking in the shadow, but made too many mistakes. Also in this round, is now quite far behind. Is still on checkpoint 1, traverses into checkpoint 2 just now, so not looking too good for him. But we have Artis, who is only just shy 100 points away of reaching finalist modes. And, well, he's right now chasing down the finalists, Raceland and Ferry. So this could be a perfect weekend for the brothers, for the twins. And probably Bolle just cheering for his brother. Just keg wait sit in his room. And then they just celebrate together afterwards, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, this family is used to win on Trackmania.
Yeah, they are.
I wonder, I think they might be in voice chats because Wrestling, like I'm pretty sure the Milky Way dudes are in voice chat, like calling out crashes and stuff.
Yeah, could
for
be.
Wrestling at least. So they might do the same for Ferry right now.
Oh, great landing from Raceland though into this part, but also Ferry is 1.3 seconds ahead. Like this is... Wait,
where's Ferry? What?
Ferry is gone.
What even happened?
I don't know. But this was unusual. Maybe he did not have enough speed for the magnets, but this gives Racing a free card. But there's one player who always got seconds behind him. It is Skandir, but Skandir is struggling to find the entry into checkpoint 7 here. And loses some more time. 2 seconds for Raceland.
Imagine if Raceland crashes. Ah, never mind. Skandir is just throwing it.
Yeah, Skandir is... Looks like something is wrong with his input, or he is...
Nah.
I don't know, man.
He would have needed to turn the wrong way, plus brake when it's full speed. Like, nah.
What is going on here?
Yeah, he just doesn't want to play. I guess it happens, but...
But what happened to
Why
Raceland?
would you play? Oh, wait, what?
Now Hazard all of a sudden could get... the... Oh my.
Dude, if it's Hazard, I'm losing my shit.
I mean, Kelvin is ahead,
odds.
but Kelvin was not that consistent on some of the parts and lost a little bit of time here and there. And I mean, he got some good points, but if someone is able to clutch it out, it is Hazard. 2.5 seconds behind. He caught up 1 second to Kelvin in this sector.
I'm gonna say Hazard will fully save and Kelvin will crash because he doesn't have enough training on the map and he's like 8,000 BPM right now, probably.
Yeah, I'm first. Oh my god, what to do? Yeah, look how much Hazard catches up on every checkpoint. It's like 0.8 to 1 seconds. So this is absolutely bonkers. And I mean, that's what I said. This could have been a round where Skandir could find himself in if he just had survived, like, or if he just had finished all the rounds, and he would have been in finalists. And now Hazard is the one who could claim second place.
I mean, Hazard has been a contender in this evening, and Calvin has not. So the odds of Calvin winning are pretty slim. But we never know. I mean, right now he's first with a second left to spare.
But his lead is melting away. Hazard is coming closer ever so slightly, as you can see, even canceling the bug slide there to maximize the speed. Like, look how much he caught up with that. Even he did not, actually. Never mind.
Actually,
I thought
that was weird. I think he kind of landed weirdly just before the uphill.
Oh, it all comes down to the ending. It's 1 second. Last checkpoint. Oh, but Calvin does not make the jump. Maybe steered in a bit too early, and it is Hazard. Against all odds, you only have to win one round, and it's the round where you are in finalist. Hazard gets third position. Oh man, this is against all odds, but well, you just have to win one round. 5 minutes. Not the fastest time, but those things do happen.
I can't believe Hazard won.
GG's Hazard. That's crazy, he says. I hate this. Okay, Rayson is full tilt. I think he's out on the next round as well. Oh no. So
dude, imagine Ferry and Rayslin like battling for fourth. That would be... They're usually battling for first, not fourth.
Yeah, that's crazy, no? So what is Skandir doing? Skandir does not want to be in finalist. I don't know why he does that. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Okay, he's in fourth. Okay, never mind. So Skandir finalist, Artis finalist. So this could be the last round of the evening. Unless we see another crazy round like this. Wow. What an eventful round that was. The last rounds were just giving a lot of content. That's crazy.
Racing is tilted.
Racing is losing it.
Nah. Focus up.
Yeah, let's go, coach. Good luck. Alright, let's go. Last round, maybe, of the evening. Still.
Yeah, I mean, Artis and Skandir are finalists. If Artis wins now, I'm speechless.
That would be such a weird result, other than like more PO winning, right? Like not from the players, but just the display of skill that we've seen. Because Ferry was absolutely insane. Rayson also had a lot of good rounds now in the end.
Ferry, dude, what he's doing, like even I wouldn't crash that. What? Okay, never mind. But like, come on, dude, he made like the worst clip on earth, and now he's dead last.
So Ferry's
first. Wrestling is first.
Wait, Nopik's now playing again.
Yeah, he went back to playing last round again, but retired at CP2.
I think if Nopix was able to finish all of those rounds, it could have also been him winning that previous round, to be honest.
Yeah.
He looked very good in those rounds, like in the first 3 rounds. He collected a lot of points. Kelvin rage quits. Oh no. So this map, I mean, was very hard and thereby frustrating. So I get the player's reaction, but still for me, it's a very nice play. And of course, hunting a map like this and driving consistent round after round is not easy, really. It's super hard.
I think if this map would have been released outside of competition, it would have had a lot better like receiving. Because that flip that cancelled Calvin's win, like that's random basically. Like there's nothing you can do. I think he was basically like aligned straight, so like I don't know what else he could do.
I mean, sometimes there is, right?
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. Like there's this 5% where those things do just happen, and maybe that's just what happened to to Rayston here, but at least he holds his composure and is now leading. And no, like, not of course Rayston. I was talking about Kelvin, of course. Maybe he was steering a bit and then it's over, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it do be like that.
Rayston should take the win. I mean, imagine if Artis just a second behind. Like that would be so crazy. Don't want to say undeserved, but like kinda, because Scandia is not driving basically. And
classic Scandia this evening.
Yeah, Ferry just left the server and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
So close yet so far for Ferry. It could have been much more possible for him. Sadly to see that, but I mean he qualified last time, so
yeah, and he got money every week, so like
yeah, dude. Oh,
he's gonna be tilted for like 10 minutes.
Oh, good climb though from Artis on that backward section, jumping very far up, having a lot of speed though. In this sector, will this pan out accordingly? I don't think so. So Rayston and Artis are still have a second apart from each other, going into checkpoint 11. And then Scandir, someone in no man's land, and is still in finalists. So if both players crash, which can happen, he could still get that 100 euro.
Yeah, he's still in respawn range, basically. I think Racelane is just gonna get first though.
Yeah, but I mean also this transition here, going up before the wood stem is so hard to get. You need to get a very good line. Rayston gets it very nicely though. You don't want to lose grip. And gaining some time even towards Artis, who goes very wide in that sector. And also Scandir attacking now, but it didn't work. So Rayston only one checkpoint away, plus the finish to getting it. But what is Scandir doing? Scandir is pushing so much right now, but yeah. I think that's too late. What is Scandir doing, bro? Oh man.
Okay, let's see. Rayston doesn't fail the flip. Yeah, there's just no way he fails now. And even if he does, like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, surely no one would fail this.
Yeah.
No one would do that. So GG's to Rayston. Yeah. The biggest loser of today is unfortunately Ferry. But you have to also close out finalist mode. That's how the game mode works. So Rayston on first, Scandir on second, Artis on third in this round. And with that, we have our top four. Morpio, very, very consistent and strong showing, winning them the fourth Nebula RPG Cup qualifier. Then Bolle qualifying to the main event because Morpio already qualified. Hazard getting third, surprisingly. And then we have none other than Rayston on P4. So GG's, very eventful ending here of this Nebula RPG qualifier.
Yeah. Next week is gonna be, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Merfiol?
Would be a break first, no?
That means. Yeah, break. I mean, next map. Actually, next week, like, the map comes out in a week, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah. So there will be 1 week break, and then we will be back here on Twitch TV/LuckersTurbo. Also, the VOD will be like 2 weeks later. So for the people who watch it on YouTube, of course. And then we have another map being released just after, like in 2 weeks' time, there will be another map released for the last and final qualification.
I'm gonna ask Scandir what happened tonight.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna swap to us now. And we have our closing sentences. So thank you so much, Mitry, for the cast. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It is always good coming back to the game, and also you giving us some valuable insights about players, the maps, and whatever. Very good. So thank you so much. It was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you for casting overall.
Yeah,
it's replacing Noah as well.
It's so good. It's such a nice. I mean, RPG in general has a special place in my heart. You know, also when Bass contacted me about Night Cup and all of this, it was very good, and happy to be casting this like very prestigious Trickmania 2 Stadium event, which is very cool to see something like this kind of reviving the game.
Yeah, by far the biggest RPG Cup, I think, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much ever. in terms of cash price at least, and definitely cool maps and like a lot of even like the casting stuff. Like we have a graphics guy
Yeah, that's
doing
cool.
stuff for us, so like that's great. I'm just here. I don't know why I'm here actually. Like you are used to casting. Noah is great as well. Used to do that like semi-professionally for Rocket League.
Yeah. And also
Like
Trickmania, he's really good.
that's just me. Like, but
But
yeah,
bro, you're
I'm
killing it
always
as
happy to
well.
be here. Yeah, I'm doing my best. Not the craziest stuff, but yeah, I'm doing my best.
All good, man. It's all good. You know, just vibing, just sticking to it. It's all good. You're doing a great job. I can tell you that much. Also, Accepta last week did really good, jumping in short notice because your internet was
Yeah,
letting you down, let's say like this. And also shout out to Accepta and Morpio for like organizing this kind of huge tournament. And also thank you Sheeps for building this great map. Really, really appreciating that.